What's up everyone? Welcome back to the Worldwide Guide. Maui is one of the most incredible places I've ever visited. From hiking to waterfalls on the road to Hana, to snorkeling in the crystal clear waters of Molokini Crater, and experiencing the most beautiful sunset at Haleakala. Come with me to explore the best things to do in Maui. Maui is considered the best of all worlds for a visit to Hawaii. Not as busy as Oahu, less remote than some of the other islands, and with your choice of adventure or relaxation wherever you go. Nicknamed the Valley Isle, Maui was shaped by two volcanoes that grew together over millions of years, creating a wide, lush valley between them. Our first stop is at the peak of one of those volcanoes that forms over 75% of the island. Located 10,000 feet above the white sand beaches below, Haleakala, meaning House of the Sun, is an active shield volcano that last erupted 500 years ago, but is currently popular for its incredible hiking trails, the best sunset view on the island, and elite stargazing. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to drive up here from most parts of Maui, and it currently costs $30 to enter the park in a car. As I mentioned, hiking in Haleakala is unreal. There are over 30 miles of trails here that weave through the volcanic crater, and it feels like you're on another planet, which makes sense because some of these rocks are over 1 million years old. The jagged landscape and cinder cones that line the valley make for one of the most surreal sights I've ever seen. You can even camp overnight here in multiple cabins inside the national park. Just make sure you make a reservation first. The summit of Haleakala also gets very cold. I visited in September and it was 50 degrees compared to 80 down on the beach. You can see I had my hoodie ready, so make sure you dress accordingly when you visit too, especially if you want to hike. Haleakala is also the best place on the island to watch the sunrise and sunset. You have to make a reservation to catch the sunrise, so I opted for the sunset. It was seriously one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen with my own eyes. If you're planning a visit to Maui, Haleakala National Park has to be on your list. It's one of the most impressive places in all of Hawaii. Now, as you just saw with Haleakala, to explore Maui to the fullest, you'll need to rent a car. There are things to do all over the island, and experiences like the road to Hana can include a full day of driving. The road to Hana is the most iconic drive in Maui, spanning 64 miles along the northeast coast, winding through lush rainforests, waterfalls, and epic beaches. With 620 hairpin turns and 59 one-lane bridges, it's not an easy drive by any means, so it's crucial that you're a confident driver and use common sense on this road to ensure the safety of yourself and other drivers. The road to Hana officially starts in Paia, and as you make your way along the coast, the scenery is unreal, starting with Waiehu State Park, where jet black sand meets turquoise water, and lava caves line the shoreline, creating one of the most dramatic coastal scenes in all of Hawaii. Right next to the town of Hana is Kaihululu, or Red Sand Beach. The sand is a dark red-black color, unlike anything I've ever seen, and it's that color because the hill that the beach is on is rich in iron. Just beware that it's a pretty sketchy hike down to the beach, so only go down there if you're comfortable walking along a narrow cliff edge. Just a few minutes away is Hamoa Beach, a perfect crescent of golden sand backed by lush cliffs, often ranked among the most beautiful beaches in the world. In Hawaiian legend, Hamoa Beach is said to be the birthplace of the demigod Maui, who is said to have fished the Hawaiian Islands from the sea himself. If you've seen the Disney movie Moana, I'm sure you already knew that part. And then at the very end of the island, past the town of Hana, there's ʻīao Gulch, also known as the 7 Sacred Pools. Even though there's more than 7, and they're not actually sacred to Hawaiian culture. Nonetheless, here you can admire the cascading waterfalls as they flow into tiered pools, surrounded by rainforest, and then eventually into the sea. An iconic finale to your drive before heading back to Paia. Now, since you'll be tired of driving after the road to Hana, our next stop is a short boat ride just off the coast to Molokini Crater. Molokini is a crescent-shaped volcanic crater that's one of, if not the best snorkeling spot in all of Hawaii, home to over 250 species of fish. This was my favorite activity I did in Maui. The water felt amazing, and it was so cool seeing all these fish up close. On clear days, like when I visited, underwater visibility can reach up to 150 feet, so Molokini is truly a snorkeler's paradise. The crater's unique crescent shape and offshore location create exceptionally calm conditions for all the marine life here. Many of these fish are found only in Hawaii, and on rare occasions, you could encounter manta rays, whale sharks, or even the humuhumu nukunuku apua'a, the state fish of Hawaii. Molokini is also a federally owned and protected seabird sanctuary, and you'll see tons of unique birds perched on the rocks above. If you're looking to experience Maui's sea life up close and personal, there's no better spot than Molokini Crater. Now heading to the northwest coast of Maui is one of only 3 true blowholes in the world, Nakalele Blowhole. The only other true blowholes are said to be Kiama in Australia and La Bufadora in Mexico. So the fact that these are so rare makes Nakalele a must-see spot in Maui. Now how blowholes work is that powerful waves surge through an underground lava tube and explode up in a massive burst of seawater, shooting dozens of feet into the air. It's a true feat of geology, and with the jagged lava rocks and sweeping ocean views, Nakalele Blowhole is one of the coolest natural wonders on the island. And then just a short drive down the coast is Kapalua Bay Beach, another awesome snorkeling spot. Similar to Molokini, the shoreline is crescent-shaped, so the water is calm, which is ideal for swimming, and there's tons of marine life for you to discover, including reef fish and sea turtles if you're lucky. Kapalua Beach is also right next to the massive Ritz-Carlton Resort, so the area has a relaxed, upscale feel that makes it a nice place to unwind after all the other adventurous activities in Maui. Such a nice place to spend an afternoon. And yes, you need to throw up the shaka as much as possible. Heading to the interior of the island is ʻīao Valley, home to the iconic ʻīao Needle, a 1,200-foot volcanic spire that's one of the coolest natural wonders on the island. This valley is also famous as the site of the Battle of Kapaniwai in 1790, where King Kamehameha I fought to unite the Hawaiian Islands. Visiting today, parking costs $10 because this is a state park, and then you can hike through the dense rainforest, obviously check out the ʻīao Needle, and even cool off in one of the streams that flows through the valley. It's a beautiful spot to take in the natural scenery of this tropical island. And then just 30 minutes from ʻīao Valley is one of the most scenic hikes on the island, the Waihe'e Ridge Trail. At just over 4 miles long, this hike takes you up the Waihe'e Ridgeline in the West Maui Mountains, overlooking a dense, forested valley and the stunning coastline. We visited after it had just rained and the trail was pretty muddy, so beware of that if you go. But the breathtaking scenery totally made up for it. If you're looking for a moderately difficult hike with epic views, the Waihe'e Ridge Trail is the one to do. My last recommendation is just down the road from the Waihe'e Ridge Trail, and is one of the best value golf courses you'll find anywhere in the world. The Waiehu golf course is located right on the ocean, against the backdrop of the West Maui Mountains, and costs as low as $2 for students and only $33 for non-residents. For the location and quality of the course, which is fantastic, this is absolutely one of the best deals you'll ever find for a round of golf. And those are the best places to visit in Maui. From black sand beaches to rainforests and volcanic craters, there aren't many places in the world as unique as this small Hawaiian island. If you're still watching, I would really appreciate if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. I release new travel guides every few weeks and have some great ones lined up for 2026, so make sure you tune in. Thanks so much for watching and safe travels.